Welcome to the Strategy Mom Podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
We are going to have to process our way to profitability, and that at the core of that is efficiencies. And one of the biggest expenses we have next to our staff is our marketing. So it's like, how do we become more efficient with those marketing dollars? Kerri, your thoughts?
You gotta number one, understand who you're targeting. I think, when it comes to marketing, what is your target? Who are you trying to reach? And I think a lot of times when it comes to marketing, we're not even starting there. We're just throwing out marketing and just hoping it sticks with somebody who's who wants that message. And targeting is the very first thing. Who am I trying to reach? Is my message on point, right, for that target? Do I have messaging that meets the consumer's needs? And you talked about how dealers are talking about pricing or messaging that may not meet their needs. I think COVID actually made marketing better, because all of a sudden now you see marketing that's very specific: buy from home, sanitization, things that were very specific value props for consumers at that time. And so I think messaging is important. And the last thing, which is the most important, is actual tracking of ROI. And I think, once again, you see dealers wanting to learn from each other on what they're doing. And what happens with that is there's some new marketing channel. One dealer tries it. He tells all the other dealers, and guess what? All of a sudden, we're all doing that same marketing, and the ROI starts to fade a little bit after time. So we got to look at our tracking to see, are we actually getting ROI out of this, meeting that target? Is the message resonating? And then continue to iterate. We constantly test marketing, put it out there, see what happens, test, iterate, change. It's not just about putting marketing out there and then just saying, all right, I'm done. There's my campaign for the year. Right. So anyways, I'll let
No, that's totally true.
Laurie jump in.
Laurie, you deal with so many leaders at the dealership and so much management and ownership. And I got to ask you a question. I'm probably going to get grilled the fact that I'm asking this question, but should they really be the ones in charge of their marketing message? Because it seems like they just always kind of default to the easy button. They're like, whatever the hell my manufacturer's doing, I'll run that. That's okay. Should management be in charge of marketing messages? What do you think?
So I'm going to say yes, that is absolutely loaded. So I'm going to dance. Are you guys ready to dance? So I'm going to go to a couple of things, then I'm going to loop back. I'm not avoiding it, but we're going to loop back here. Kerri said something a few minutes ago. She was talking about the long game. I've even just finished listening to Simon Sinek's The Infinite Game. And I think if there was one advisory I would give to any and all businesses, period, not just automotive, it would be, however long you think your purview is right now, broaden it, expand it, deepen it, because it's not a today game. And even businesses that are like, we don't do that, they do in a different way. But in automotive, it's back to an EKG again. And it's not just every month, even though it's insane how we do that. It's Jason, my manager, walks by my desk and it's just been 3 minutes. He's like, how's the Wilson deal? Like it's just all these. So I'm going to circle back. I'm going to keep going here. So number one, in order to play a long game, you have to have a different playbook, and you have to be okay with that from back to the top down. Number two, you have to change the plays. So you've got to, if you change the playbook, what are the plays? One of the core plays is communication, and then was subsequently then recognition, because I can say we're playing a longer term game, but if I bust your chops every 5 minutes for something, right? And it's the language. It's not, hurry, all of the recognition for bell to bell. And Jason really busted it. It's like Jason is growing every day. He's getting better at what he's doing. And we're taking snapshots of people on the call today, 90-day rolling measures. And Kerri was referencing what is yielding results or not. we're too quick to pull the trigger one way or another,
Mhm.
or delay there and leave the marketing campaign and let it rest far too long. So we've got to just take a look with greater integrity, and with not just a microscope, but with that plays into our values and what we're trying to accomplish, and check ourselves against that, and not emotions, because it's like, well, Kerri's the marketing person, but she never sold cars, or Laurie's the GM, but why is she doing it? So I don't think it's a matter of who should or shouldn't. It's what is the entire team committed to doing, and what are they committed to doing when it's working or not. The final piece of this isn't just what's marketing doing or not, or who's making the decisions, is because Kerri had a lot of great points about the marketing itself and tracking that. But like when we look at the dealership, how well is what our marketing is going to look like being communicated to the very end users, the people that are meeting those customers? Hey, I see that you're doing this, and people are like, what? Oh, well, you should have looked at the 40,000 things we have online. No, it's your job as a leader at the dealership to not be a desk manager, but to be a sales coach and manager, and arm your people with all of the information that they need to do their job well for you, for them, and for those customers that are asking. So marketing gets too isolated. Decision-making power gets too isolated. And then we have these people over here who haven't been communicated and groomed to do the best possible work that they can, but they get blamed when it doesn't happen, or we blame the marketing company when they're simply reacting and responding to what you ask. So I think I'd love to answer your question more straightforward, but this is the real layout. This is what's happening. And so I think it's back to a timeout. They need to bring somebody in that can help them, that they'll listen to, that will help coordinate all of that without all of the emotions and without all of the ambiguity. And then everyone knows. And then it's always when we get to alignment and understanding that we start caring more for each other and our shared goals.
Thanks for tuning in to the Strategy Mob podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to sign up to be a mobster at strategymob.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.